Hey guys! This video will probably be shorter than last week's. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda. This week, how do I even describe this week? You know, for the most part, this week was pretty mundane. It wasn't really anything too exciting. But I did undergo some stresses this week. I won't lie, it is Friday that I am now recording this outro, intro, midway talk through session of my recap vlogs, and I don't feel inspired to be creating a video, to be honest. I had a video that I had planned to show you guys for this Sunday, but my hard drive got corrupted, and so I am no longer holding that video that I wanted to show you. Instead, I am now recording this one, and I think it's kind of fitting because not having that video was kind of disappointing, and I feel like this week, over these past couple of days, I've experienced either some frustrations or disappointments, a bit of anxiety, and I feel like that maybe this is what I need to be sharing with you guys, what I need to be talking about. There were moments where I was really anxious about finances and having money. There were moments too where I was really disappointed. There was a moment where I was really disappointed because something I was looking forward to no longer was going to be happening, at least in the way that I had hoped it would. I was frustrated with, not really feeling inspired to create, or just sometimes feeling down, feeling frustrated about sometimes how hard it feels to just be creative, and feeling somewhat stuck or feeling like I'm not moving. Kind of like what I talked a little bit about last week when I was feeling really down. But this week I felt like I was just kind of being bombarded with just negative feelings, or feeling just not motivated to create, or feeling disappointed, or feeling anxious about creating, or other things in my life. And that seemed to be something that was coming up a lot in during this week in some small way or big way or whatever. And so I am making this video despite not feeling 100% inspired or anything like that. But I think it's important because in every one of those days that I felt kind of just not great, or in moments where I just felt really anxious, it was an opportunity for me to practice being bigger than my feelings. And that's even what I'm doing right now. I don't really feel like recording, but I made a promise to post videos every Sunday, and I want to be a woman of my word. So I don't want to post a video Sunday and then decide, I just don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. I want to be a woman of my word. I feel like a lot of us, we don't keep our word. Our word isn't our bond anymore, which is why we're not as trusting of people when they say they're going to do something. We're kind of always skeptical or cynical that they'll do that, or they'll hold up their end of the bargain. And I want to develop that part of me where I am a person of my word. I'm very mindful of what I say. If it's a no, it's a no. If it's a yes, it's a yes. If I'm not sure, I'm not going to give a promise to doing it or not doing it. I'm going to just say, let me get back to you. I want to be better at doing that, so that people know that I'm reliable and that I mean what I say. And so that's the same with doing a video Sunday. Though I don't feel like doing one, and I think part of the anxious feeling I was having was I just felt like I didn't really have a good video to show you guys, to be honest. I felt like a lot of what I experienced this week was feelings of frustration, feelings of anxiousness, feelings of disappointment, and feelings of just being down a little bit. And I think because of that, I really wasn't feeling confident about posting anything Sunday with the footage I had. I didn't really have anything exciting. I didn't really have anything fun, I felt like. And I didn't know if that would be of something worthy of posting. But I think as long as I always have a good spin on whatever it is I go through, then I think it's worth sharing on my channel, because I'm all about, positivity and encouragement and upliftment and, bettering yourself and, things of that sort. So when I look at those moments where I was really frustrated, I will, give myself a pat on the back for choosing to, despite of my feelings, be stronger than my feelings, be more than my feelings. Like, there was a moment where I was feeling really anxious about money. And as I was feeling that, I decided, okay, this is going to be an opportunity. I'm going to talk about it. And as I started doing that, I started feeling a lot better. There was another moment where I was disappointed because of an opportunity that I really hoped to get, that I really hoped that I would get and be doing it and whatnot. It didn't fall through in the way that I wanted it, and it really disappointed me. But I am glad that, I decided to kind of look at the high road of it, just kind of look at this as this is just one moment. This is just one of many no's, one of many disappointments. And as a creative, I think that's something we have to be prepared for. Not anxiously look at, but be aware that we're going to get no's. We're going to have disappointments. We're going to have projects that don't fall through. We're going to have projects that get corrupted because your file decided to just stop working. You're going to have things like that happen. So I think as a creative, we have to realize that this is just part of the job. And realize that we have to be able to be more than our feelings and more than feeling inspired. You have to sometimes look for the art in what you're going through. Like this week with this video, I just kind of feel like there wasn't much to show you guys, but I think the beauty of it is showing you that even in disappointments and hard days and frustrating moments and moments when you don't feel inspired, you can still come up with something. You have to move beyond how you feel about it. I don't feel creative. I don't feel like this is good. And you have to sometimes just put something together, and that's what I'm doing right now. I was even disappointed because my hair, like I had those beautiful, colorful box braids, but I decided that I wanted to play around and do something cool with my braids, and it turned out looking a hot mess. I had to end up cutting them all out and then just twisting up and, wearing my natural hair. So, disappointments, things like that, unexpected things happen. And we just have to be able to roll with the punches. We have to be able to look on the bright side. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but we have to be able to look at something positive, or even just look beyond the moment, or even just accepting the fact that this is just a part of life. And if disappointments and hardships and lack of inspiration sometimes is a part of life, is a part of a creative life, then I think we have to learn how to move past that, because if we're always waiting for a good moment or a good happy feeling, we're not always going to be creating. I think, yes, that, when you have happy, joyful moments, I think you can have those in abundance, but in the moments and in the days where you don't have that, don't let that be something that discourages you from being creative or thinking that you're not. Everyone goes through discouragement. Everyone goes through times where they don't feel inspired. Everyone goes through times where they feel a little anxious about something. It's all about how you handle it. So I'm really glad that I took moments like when I was frustrated to watch a movie, to go out with my sister, even though I felt like just sitting at home or just wallowing. And you don't want to start doing that, because that's really what progresses you into being into either depression or into furthering your anxiety or furthering your sadness or furthering your hopelessness. So it's really good to be doing something, making a good meal, spending time with loved ones, calling someone, speaking to someone, whatever it may be. So this week, again, moments of kind of up and down, moments of frustration, but I think what it's teaching me, and even today, because I woke up and I really wanted to do nothing, I didn't feel inspired, I felt frustrated, I felt overwhelmed because I feel like I didn't have a good video to post, and then I realized, what, this is just gonna be the video, and I think it's worthy of being a video. We all have days where we just don't feel up to doing the thing that we need to. But if we wait for our feelings to catch up, we're never going to do anything. And I'm an emotional person. I tell my boyfriend all the time, I'm a deep feeler, which means I just feel deeply. When I say emotional, I don't mean irrational, which is what I think sometimes we associate that with, which is why I think a lot of women don't like to say that they're emotional, because they don't want people to think that they can't handle their emotions, or that they're just like sporadic and you don't know where they're going to be at any moment, though there are people like that. But that's not the main, definition for emotional that I'm going with. Emotional just means I just feel deeply. And as someone who feels deeply, I can easily succumb to, if I feel sad, just wanting to wallow in it. If I feel just, anxious or anything negative, it's easy for me to just decide, oh, I'm just going to sit in this. And for me, being someone who is a deep feeler, emotional, however you want to coin it, I'm telling you, you can rise above your feelings, because that's what I'm doing now. I didn't feel like doing this video, but I'm doing this video because I think someone out there needs to hear. You can't wait for inspiration. You can't always wait to feel good. And when you feel anxious, you need to be able to do something to work through it. For me, it's always either praying, calling out to God, talking to someone else, doing something fun afterwards. Even if I still feel a type way, it's like, okay, then I gotta go watch a movie. I gotta go do my makeup, get myself dressed up, looking good. I gotta do something. Gotta spend time with someone else. It's always important that even if you still kind of feel a type way, you gotta get yourself through that, because life is gonna have many moments like this. And if we just sit around and we don't be active in our feelings and our lack of excitement or enthusiasm, things are not going to get done in our lives. And that is part of being a creative. I feel like I'm just going back in circles now, but I hope that this video was somewhat encouraging. I hope you understood what I was going for and what I was trying to say. It's important that in this life you understand how to be an overcomer of your negative feelings. And for me, again, the biggest thing that I rely on is Christ. And even when I feel like I have nothing in me to give, I just say, God, I can't. And I'm just, leaning in on what you said that I am, and I'm going to lean in on that and go for it. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but anyways, guys, I hope that this video was encouraging. I hope this video was somewhat inspiring or uplifting. You can do this in moments where it just feels like I just can't. I don't want to do anything. I feel anxious about such and such. I'm disappointed in this. Know you can rise above it. Know that you can still feel the way you felt. It's not wrong to have felt those things, but don't let it drag you down to where you are unproductive and you're wasting time. You're wasting time in being creative. You're not being of service to other people because you're in such a bad state. And again, I'm not belittling anyone who's going through something, because I've been through depression. I was depressed for 3 years straight in college, and that was rough. But I'm just telling you that in moments where it just seems like on and off sadness or frustration or lack of inspiration, whatever it may be, you are capable of being able to rise above that. And even when you don't feel it within yourself, that's when I really rely on Christ. Like, you know what? I, Amanda, don't feel like I'm enough, but God says I'm this, that, and the other thing, so I'm going to rely on that. I don't feel like I'm, all of these things, but God says that I am strong, I am confident, I am beautiful, all these things. That's what I'm going to rely on today. And again, even when it doesn't feel like saying those things are enough, you have to kind of just start getting yourself to do stuff. You have to go ahead and get yourself dressed. You have to go ahead and make yourself eat a good meal. You have to go ahead and make yourself go work out. I didn't do that today. You have to go ahead and get yourself kind of working through the day. And that will kind of get you at least started and moving. And eventually your good mood will catch up with you. We don't have to rely on the negative feelings we started off with. We can make, ourselves feel better, and a good mood can start to catch up with us. We have to be determined that despite of what my feelings say, I'm moving forward. Despite of what my feelings say, I'm going to keep going. Despite of what my frustrations say, I'm going to keep, walking in this direction. And they're going to have to catch up because I got plans, I got a good day to catch up on. If they want to, travel behind me, then they can, but they're about to fall off because I got to keep going, Anyways, guys, I hope this was inspiring. I hope this was encouraging. Some days are ups and downs, guys, but it's okay. We're going to make it through. It is part of life, and we can't just let life run us over when bad things happen, you know, or frustrating things happen. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Take care, guys. Bye. Whew! All right.